Baby, we're back for another week of Honorable Mention, episode 5. Happy Thanksgiving, healthy Thanksgiving. We got a special guest from the 845 hopping on this week. We got barber Ray Pedavani, Razor Ray.
Yes, sir.
How we doing?
Here I am.
Here he is, the guy.
Glad to be
And of
here.
course, we got Riley back from Florida. He's hopping on.
How we all doing?
So we had a big week last week with Mooch and Real, the college football guys, and now we're switching it up, going back to basketball. We're doing top 5 NBA hairstyles from the barber himself, and then we're doing top 5 favorite sandwiches. Any sandwich from any deli restaurant in your mom's kitchen, what's on the sandwich, if it's got a name, whatever. Top 5 sandwiches, top 10 NBA hair, top 5 NBA hairstyles. Is it 10? Top 10. So we're doing top 5 sandwiches, top 10 hairstyles. I'm going to start it off, pass the mic to Razor Ray, and then Riley's going to clean us up and go third. So let's get right into it, baby. Number 6, honorable mention. It was hard for me because a lot of sandwiches around here especially are just very above average, and I love switching it up and ordering a bunch of them. But coming in at my honorable mention is the Pack Melt / Soviet Spy. So it's basically chicken cutlet, Russian dressing, pepper jack cheese, Munster cheese, and bacon with Thousand Island Russian dressing on a roll or wedge. And they call it a bunch of different stuff, but that's basically it. And then my other honorable mention, I gotta throw it out there, just a good old peanut butter and fluff. Everyone just real quick, real clean, real easy, just on the go. Wrap it up and eat it. All right, we're gonna get into my list. Coming in at 5, we're doing the cross tag. You can check out the YouTube channel in the food review playlist. We did a review on the cross tag from Crossroads and Mayapack. It is absolutely amazing. It's a breakfast sandwich on steroids. It's a bacon, egg, and cheese with a hash brown and a chicken cutlet. You can put hot sauce, bacon, salt, pepper, ketchup, whatever. It's fat, it's heavy, it's amazing. Coming in at 4, we got the Cluckin' Russian. It's basically the same as the honorable mention, the Soviet Spy and the Pack Melt, but it just hits different. The chicken's crispier, the bacon's just out of this world. It's from Cameron's Deli, 24/7. Coming home late night, getting off work, just chilling with the guys. Some late night on the weekend, 3 a.m. It's the only place to go, and they got the best food. When Riley came to visit, he had the Cluckin' Russian. You could ask him. Dang. Number 3, top 3. Absolutely hard to choose, but coming in at 3, the chicken melt. It's from Bucci's Deli. It's awesome. Back in the old basketball, baseball, football, high school days on the bus, the away games, they would give us choices what sandwich you want. And I picked chicken melt wrapper sandwich. It's awesome. It's chicken, it's lettuce, tomato, ranch, or whatever dressing you want with chicken cutlet, bacon, and it's just awesome. Melt it together. It's awesome. Great after a game, great whenever. And then the 2 seed, we're going back to Mike and Joe's. I know we always talk about Mike and Joe's on the show. You probably think they're paying me or something. You probably think it's the only sponsor we got right now. Their food is just that good. It's not because I work there. It's not because Real worked there on that episode. Their pizza's that good, and their stuff from the kitchen, their entrees, their appetizers are awesome. The chicken a la vodka wedge with bacon. That's the thing. Everyone switched from the chicken parm wedge to the chicken a la vodka wedge. You got to do the black special and add the bacon and the vodka sauce with the chicken cutlet and the fresh mozzarella and the bacon is just out of this world on a fat wedge. For the price you're paying, you get a fat sandwich, and you just, oh my God, you feel like an animal after. And number one seed, we're going back to, I know I called this place overhyped in a couple episodes ago, and I still love their great place. I just don't understand why people drive. I think it's way to go there. But we're going back to Bliss with the chicken cutlet sandwich. It sounds plain, baby, but we got chicken cutlet, honey mustard, coleslaw, pickles, bacon, and cheese on a fat. When I was talking, these other subs are fat. This sub is the fattest. You could curl this up. Razor Ray's always talking about getting in shape. And when the Padavani boys lifting, you could curl this sandwich and you'll get gains. Like it's at least 3 to 5 pound sandwich. And that's my one seed. So real quick, we got honorable mention, classic peanut butter and fluff, and the pack melt Soviet spy. And then we got cross tag, cluck and Russian, chicken melt, chicken a la vodka wedge, and chicken cutlet sandwich from Bliss. Check them all out, try them all out, let us know, make a little review, do what you want. I say all those sandwiches real quick. All those sandwiches are 8.5 or higher. I don't care. If you don't agree, your taste buds are whack. But we're gonna pass the rock to Razor Ray. He knows his food.
Absolutely.
He knows his food.
Man.
I've seen him in the shop when he used to cut my hair, just copping whatever in town and grubbing real quick before he gets back to work. What do you got, Ray?
Well, things have stepped up from there.
What do you got,
I gotta
Ray?
say, my taste has changed a little bit, and I can definitely comment on some of the places. I don't know if I could, if I have to keep my opinions to myself, or if I could.
No. This show's all about opinions, baby.
I'm gonna tell you, like two out of the 5 places that you mentioned, they're all great. They're all great, but 2 out of the 5 places will give you your money's worth. But the flip side to that will be you will be on the toilet for the next 5 hours after passing that.
That's at Bliss, by the way.
Definitely have to keep that in mind if you're going out that night or if you're doing anything fancy.
Oh, yeah.
You want to make sure that you're prepared. So, just to take it from there, my top 5 favorite places. Do they have to be in order, or can I just?
I mean, go 5 through 1, but they're all pretty similar. Like you obviously like them all, so whatever you feel.
Now, I'm not like the pickiest person, but I know a good chicken cutlet when I taste it. There's certain way to cook it. I don't know how personally, but I've tried it all. I know what raw chicken tastes like. It's, and everything all the way to like real nice and fine. Like that's just right. And I guess it's the Italian roots in me that can, that comes out when I get recognized, like real food when it's cooked with love. So, and especially, being engaged to my fiance who's Salvadorian, she comes from a background that's full of flavor. So my mind has been blown from time and time again. So to wrap things up, let's see, let's start with the 5th place. The 5th place, oh boy, I got to keep all these in order. I'm going to just throw a couple ones at you.
Throw them at us.
Yeah, you guys can organize them. These are my top 5 favorite places all around. Okay, I'm going to start off with, I got to give a shout out to my guys. These are also my good friends and clients of mine that I see on a regular basis, but really good people. Glenn and Craig, they're both owners of the Bobos Cafe, right here in Mayapack.
Mayapack Somer.
They just opened up. They were started off in the Somers location. Business has been booming for them, and they started another 2 other locations in a matter of a year, and they're just blowing up like there's no tomorrow. Why do you think, though?
Dude, I drive past there for work every day, and their parking lot is filled, whether it's a Sunday or a Wednesday or a Friday.
All day, all day from start to finish. I go there. I usually get what is it called?
Yeah, talk about what you get.
It's called the Nacho Libre. They took it off the menu because it's been so popular that they almost run out of food from making it. They had to change the menu up, but I still remember the name. So whenever I go, they know what I'm looking for.
Hey, it's that hot. It's that hot.
It's amazing. I can't remember everything that's on there, but I know it's a burrito wrap. It usually comes with some chips in the burrito wrap. It has like everything that you could think of that's just amazing. You have avocado, you have chicken, you have beans, rice, you have some lettuce, some chipotle, I believe, and a couple other things too that I might be missing. And the way it's all made is really like you can hold it together. It's not like any other burrito that just falls apart when you start eating. So that's a plus. Definitely in the top five. The other one I'd have to say is and this place is in Carmel, but I guess we're connecting.
Yeah, the whole area, the whole Putnam, Westchester.
So this place, I just found this place through one of my clients who mentioned it to me the other day. It's called Empire Bagel. Amazing spot. I go there. I usually get the owners are from the Bronx. They came up and started another location. Any food that comes from the Bronx, is good. So, they got it down packed with everything they do, as far as the bagel sandwiches, all the way to the chicken cutlet sandwiches, you name it. I usually go in there and I get this sandwich. It's called the I think it's like I forget the name, but it's like chicken cutlet, avocado, chipotle sauce, and I think it has some bacon on it too. It's on a bagel. I usually get it on a plain bagel, lightly toasted. That right there is slamming. The chicken cutlet, like I said, crispy, juicy, the best that I've found so far around here. So the third one I'd have to say is Rocky's Deli, which is in Millwood.
Oh yeah.
Amazing place. Everybody around here knows about that spot. It's a 24-hour deli. You go there late night when you're coming home from the city or from a party or whatever. Not that any of that's going down anytime soon or, in the past with this whole quarantine and, COVID stuff. But you can go there anytime. They're always good as far as the service go. You never know what you're going to get, but the food is great. I go there. I usually get like a chicken cutlet with eggs. I don't even think it's a name, but I usually get chicken cutlet, eggs, some cheese. I decorate it up with some chipotle. Chipotle is my thing. Chipotle mayo, that's my thing. So I decorate it all up. It comes on a wedge. Usually you can split that with somebody. It's so big. And that would wrap things up for Rockies. Then my fourth would have to be, you're killing me with this fourth. Nellie's going to kill me if I don't mention her cooking. So I have to say this. My fiance, all right? Her cooking is slamming, and I'll throw this out there. Okay, it beats all of the other four, hands down, all day, every day. But she kind of, she makes me work for her cooking. So it's kind of funny how it worked, but
you're spoiled with the food.
Yeah, like I said, man, she's got a background that comes with full of flavors, so she usually makes me like anything I want. Oh man, as far as a sandwich goes, what's my favorite? Got to be chicken cutlet. It's got to be chicken cutlet, lettuce, tomato, some chipotle mayo, and wrap it up with either a bagel or a roll, and that's about it, man. She gives it to me nice and special. So doesn't have a name yet, but pretty soon there will be, and we'll be charging for it. So stay tuned for that. The last one, I just had it come to mind too. There's a sandwich. You know that place that's over that I think is near the JV? It's JV Bagels.
Yeah, JV Bagels.
Yeah, JV Bagels.
Fire spot.
Yeah, that place, you go there, you could get best bagel sandwich ever. The bagels, I think they make it there, so it's nice and fluffy. It's amazing. You can get like egg and cheese. You can get, chicken cutlet. You can get anything you want there. I don't really have a specific go-to for that yet, but you can wrap anything up with the bagels that they have there, and it tastes delicious. So that's it for me as far as food goes. And
I'm into it. I love bagels, and I'm hearing all this chicken cutlet talk. Sounds dank, but it's not in my list.
Hey, this kid's a Maryland guy, so he doesn't know the bagels.
Yeah, I know. I'm familiar with you guys.
To New York.
Your cutlet. But But let me get into it. I got 2 honorable mentions for you. Some people hate it, some people love it. Tuna salad. It needs all these sandwiches in mind require the dankest bread. I don't have good bread, they're not a good sandwich. It doesn't even matter what's on at that point. But yeah, tuna salad, honorable mention. Got out proteins in there. It's dank. Chick-fil-A sandwich, the original, is my other honorable mention. It very dank, gets it done. Just up there, quality. It is a little wet, greasy, but just slapping. It's always slapping. Number 5, some people, how they feel about Popeyes. It is greasy, but it's a slap. The Popeyes chicken sandwich is up there. The pickles, you need everything on there. I've eaten probably one too many in my life, but they're dank. They always get done with whatever you're doing. A little nicer cuisine now. Turkey bacon avocado sandwich. That's the shit. I love avocado. You're talking about that. You need that. Bacon goes with anything. Dank. And I just went to a Cuban place in Tampa actually and got this sandwich and it was slapping. Just everything went perfect. Very simple, very childish for number 3, but grilled cheese is the pick. My mom makes them the best. Everyone can say that about their mom and make them the best, but like, just everything about it. So 2 favorite foods, bread and cheese. All right. And then number 2, I got a pair combo kind of deal. Shrimp salad, chicken salad. Either of them slap at any time. I like them on a wrap, like them toasted on a bagel. I just dip chips in them for real. All that. It's good. And classic growing up, K through 5, on to middle school, high school, there was always ham and cheese in that lunchbox. And that's what gets it done at number 1. Simple. I like it toasted, but you don't have to. Put it with the ice pack.
With the ice pack. So we got some good sandwiches. We got some basic sandwiches. We got some different cuisines. We got lots of Chipotle mayo, baby. And we got lots of chicken cutlet. Next time I go to Bobo's, I'm asking them to make it for me like they make it for Ray. And I'm gonna get the what's it called? It's something
Nacho Libre.
Nacho Libre.
They'll know. They'll know. Just be like, yo, Razor Ray sent me. They'll know right away.
And before we get into the hairstyles, shout out JV Hot Bagels because they've been doing it since I was like 5 years old. That's where my dad would go to get the bagels. Like they literally, whether you're getting a plain bagel with cream cheese or an everything bagel with egg, avocado, and bacon, it's all right with nice chocolate milk diner style. Fantastic. So here we go. People go to the barbershop and they ask for a little tape up or a fade and they pay their barber or whatever, blah, blah, blah. If you guys actually, I've seen a lot of people, we got the stats on our business account. You can see who's clicking on what and who's tapping on what, sharing what. A lot of people have been clicking on Razor Ray's page, so they've been seeing his work. But he doesn't have the hardware from his competitions for nothing. Not to hype him up. Everyone knows he's good. But he could do the designs, he could do the fade, the simple stuff. He's the artist with it. He treats it more than just you're walking in, getting a haircut, not talking to the guy for 20 minutes and rush out of there so you could get the next guy. So
I appreciate that.
He knows the hairstyles. Me and Riley are big basketball fans, so we know when we're looking at the TV who's bringing out the crazy hair and whose locks are on some next level. I think sometimes they're just trying to outdo each other and they're just trying to come up with something new. But here we go. My top 10 basketball hairstyles. Honorable mention. We got Norris Cole and Alfred Payton. Norris Cole is one of the OG flat top guys, as is one of the other guys on my list. Just a clean flat top, not like the comic book, all scraggly flat top. Like you could balance a book, you could balance a plate. Like you could have a bowl of soup on there and it will stay flat. Like he's got a flat top. And Alfred Payton, I don't really like his hair. I think it's a little bizarre. It looks like a Pokemon or like a Mario character. But it's funky, it's crazy. He's the only one with it. There's some mohawks, flat tops, mullets out there, but he's the only one with that crazy, whatever, palm tree looking head. So let's get into it. Number 10. I'm going to shout out. I know this guy's not going to be on Ray or Riley's list, and a lot of the other people probably are. But I'm going with Alex Caruso. Everyone is shitting on Caruso for balding young. Hey, my thing is this. Some people don't bald, and that's great. That's cool. A lot of people bald, and a lot of people that are balding are watching him ball out on TV while he's bald. Well, you're sitting there in the recliner with your Budweiser, watching him drop 20 on the Lakers. He's rocking that headband with the bald head, and he's a stud. So while he might not have any crazy fade or mohawk, he's rocking the Caruso head.
This guy, man.
I guarantee you 5 years from now, there's going to be other embarrassed young bald head kids, and they're going to be rocking the bald head.
This guy takes the trophy for sure.
Number 9, we're going Brooks Lopez, just the crazy afro before he cut it. You know the crazy afro. It's not really a haircut. It's more of a hairstyle, but that just takes some energy. That just takes some pride to grow out that crazy mane like that. He straps it back with the headband. You know it. Number 8, I kept them right next to each other. Don't got to get into it much. Another afro looking crazy bushy mop on his head. And then we get into the flow. Number 7, Dirk Nowitzki. Just a classic grown man, dad looking, but he's still trying to show off his college days, blonde hair with the flow. And he just kept it like that almost his whole career. Then we get into some funky stuff again. Birdman, number 6. Birdman is known for his tattoos and all of his extra stuff. But his mohawk, when he had the blue and pink spiky mohawk, and he looked like he was in a Tony Hawk skate game or a rock band game, and he was just out here grabbing boards and putting back dunks and stuff. He's out of his mind. I think he's a crazy, cool, interesting guy. I wouldn't personally get that haircut, but cheers. Number 5, going old school, Larry Bird with the crazy fro. Kind of a mix between Dirk and Verjao, kind of dirty blonde, just the, straight up forward big man flow. Number 4, we got New York Nick, baby. Linsteady, Jeremy Lin. He's at all 20 of his hairstyles could be on this list. But the one I'm talking is when he did the little double mohawk and he dropped 30 on the mix during he was out of his mind. He had the little dreads going. He was crazy. Then number 3, probably most iconic, but not my favorite, like the 1 and 2. Number 3, Dennis Rodman. I just feel like he's got to be on the list. He made the statement back in the day with the spray painted or whatever you guys do with the dyed hair and the color. Oh, yeah. He had the pink and the green and the blue, and he was strapping guys up, talking his trash while he had the pink hair, taking their cookies and jamming on them with the pink hair. Like, that's just so tough to me that he just could not give a shit what you think when he's just going out there dropping 20 with MJ and Pippen while he got the crazy hair going. I wonder what Phil Jackson thought about that when he walked in the locker room. Number 2, another Knick, baby. I'm not even a Knick fan, but I was a New Yorker. Everyone knows, like I said, Norris Cole had the flat top. Shump, baby. Iman Shumpert with the flat top. That was so iconic back when I was in like 6th to like 9th grade. Just Shump having the flat top, clean on the sides, but he had the height to it. He had the duck when he's walking on the train or the bus. That thing was crazy. And number 1, the guy, truth, the step over, Allen Iverson, AI. I mean, how many songs have you heard where they mention the cornrows or the French braids and AI with the tats and the chain on, just crossing you up and hitting the step back with the braids down? Sometimes he got the headband. Sometimes he ties back the braids. But so many young high school and middle school hoopers probably started rocking those French braids after him. So that's my list. A bunch of different hairstyles, some fros, some flat tops, some mohawks, some colors, some crazy, some Alex Caruso action. And now we're going to let the barber himself, he's around hair all the day. That's his life right now. Let's hear it, Razor Ray.
Yeah, for me, I'm not the hugest basketball fan. I just started getting into it recently with, just chopping it up and not having much else to do, and with my clients and everything. Now watching the game, starting to keep up with everything, but still not too familiar with names. So I had to go in and type in, just top players, best haircuts, so that I could get a quick glance at what we're working with. And
Let's hear it. I like that. I like that.
yeah, just because I don't want to just throw out names that only people I know. Like
No, let's see it. Let's see it.
So personally, I only know maybe 4 or 5 people who are either they played for the Knicks, or either they played for a minute and then they left, or Westchester. So I don't want to be biased and just talk about them because I cut their hair for a hot minute, but I do have to say there's one, maybe two of those people that did have really nice hair when it was done right. Yeah, here's a key point: everybody has different hair, but when it's cut the right way and it's cut nice, like that's when you have a good haircut and they have a good hairstyle. So the first guy I got to mention is my guy Kadeem Allen. He's not playing for the Knicks now anymore, but when he was, I was seeing him pretty often. And man, he just had the coolest hair to do, whether it was his lineup or whether it was his taper or fade or anything. His hair was just, it was awesome to work with. Total pleasure. Mitch Robinson is another guy that he is not too many people that I see with his type of hair where it's like really long on the sides and then really short down here, just buzzed, that can pull it off like he does. You know, most of the time he's usually wearing a headband, but when he takes it off and he shows off his haircut, it actually looks really well. Some people, they just look like they're wearing a wig, but he wears it really well. He's got like he's got, the curls and everything up top, and he usually gets a taper, and he's got the beard going and everything. So he definitely knows how to work it. The other person I'd have to say is Russell Westbrook. I love his style when it comes to the fade and the cornrows up top. He pulls it off, man. Like I said, I could say the same thing about Mitchell Robinson that I can with people with for either the cornrows or the braids or anything. Russell Westbrook definitely knows how to pull that style off. That's a fact. Um, Kyle Irving, I wish I could say something good about his hair, but he just lets it all go out. This guy look like he need help, man, but he likes it that way. So I guess that's a hairstyle. Probably not my favorite, but why not throw him up there? Robert Covington, his hairstyle is pretty unique because he's got it really long in the back, sort of like a mullet, and then on the top he's got it really long and tied up in a bun, and then he only gets the sides like a burst fade, like Andrew used to get. I don't know if you still get that hairstyle no more.
I'll show it too. No, I'm gonna hit him up and we're gonna show him.
Yeah. He has that same look, so that's good. Alice Johnson. This guy, he's got like sectioned out, really long hair up top, wild looking, but his style, like when you see him out of his uniform and in regular clothes, he looks like, he could pull it off. He's got the fade on the side, skin fade. That seems to be the trend nowadays. Everybody gets skin fades. And then, on top, they leave it long. I think that's just the trend that nowadays everybody's doing. DeAndre Jordan's got a really fresh lineup. Every time I see him on the screen, he always has that like really crisp. And I think it's because his hair is really dense or thick in certain areas, so that lineup stays crisp. Like it could be days and days and days afterwards, whereas the normal average person that would grow back in probably 2 days. His looks like it stays fresh for at least a week. So that's gotta give him kudos to that. Let's see what else. I don't know where I was at. What number was that? I
Yeah,
don't know.
DeAndre Jordan, you're at 5.
Oh, that was at 5? Okay. All right. I mean, everybody else pretty much has the same hairstyle. Okay, here's something. Iggy,
Iggy.
Ignis, yeah, Ignis, and he plays on the Knicks too. Really good guy. I got the pleasure of meeting him personally, and working with his hair and doing business. He's really cool, laid back type of type of guy, and his hairstyle is pretty unique. For a white guy, he knows how to rock it. Where like he has the top really long and then the sides, faded, and he usually wears it back. And then sometimes throughout the game, it'll get all messy and stuff, but he pulls it off, especially with the beard and everything. He knows how to pull it off. Um, I can't really think of anybody else, to be honest. It's like I said. You know, uh, I'm really bad with names, so let's just pass it over to Riley, and if something comes up, I'll be sure to mention it.
Yeah,
After.
you'll get a couple minutes if you think of anything. But Riley, what do you got?
Hell yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna give a kind of a quick rundown. I'm not too big into hairstyles, but some of them have some really cool ass ones that I couldn't leave out. Honorable mention. I'm gonna shout out the bald guys. I'm gonna shout out MJ and Caruso, Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, anyone bald. They always bald when they were bald. Like I just found that out. Also shout out Steve Nash too. Honorable mention. Like, but he just looked like me when I was playing. Little kind of like a rat, but got around quick. All right, number 10. I'm gonna go with the long ass caveman look, Steven Adams for sure. Just kind of like a grizzly bear out there. He's kind of like one of I don't kind of just flows like kind of true. Number 9, I'm going a clean look. Boston. We'll see if he can make his 30 mil a year in Charlotte. But Gordon Hayward, just a clean cut. Just looks clean the whole game. I don't know how he sweats that much and it doesn't fucking move, but stays up with the pomade.
Riley, you do not know how many people I've seen walk into Razor Ray's chair and the same exact haircut that Gordon Hayward has. Like,
I bet.
I've seen
Standard.
5,000.
It's clean. It is clean. It is standard though. Yeah. But number 8, you also had him too. Birdman. I like his whole vibe, like everything that he creates when he's on the court. Bird just flocking around, swatting some shit, getting up. I've seen him play. Then Mohawk. And then number 7, I had Jeremy Lin on there just because he can do anything with his hair. He was just kind of crazy. He did like a Danny Phantom one time. It was fucking weird. Number 6, his name's Alfred Payton. I didn't really know him. He had like a mop on his head. Black, I think you shouted him out too. He just kind of like came over like that.
Yeah, it's like a palm tree.
Yeah, it's literally like a palm tree. It looked like a Pokemon kind of, but it was kind of dank. Alfred. Dr. J's Fro at 5 for me. I think it was huge. I got iconic Fro operated. All right. And number 4, crazy MJ guy. Or I don't know why I said that, but fucking Dennis Rodman from the Bulls. Like, I don't know. He did everything crazy colors with his hair. Just crazy guy. Crazy guy. He did some crazy drugs too. But yeah. I don't know, whack job, but he had a crazy style going on the court. Crazy pick at 3, Kawhi Leonard. I don't think anyone has tighter braids than he does going down his head. They make him play worse, probably. Kind of like, I don't know. I think he needs to loosen him up a little bit, but I'm going to see him get back into action next fucking year. And shout out to Mullet. Shout out Larry Bird at 2. All the vibes he created all throughout time. He was just a vibe. And because of the beard, I'm going number 1, James Harden. Not even because it's on his head.
Oh my god!
It is that nice that I could not put him number 1.
Hey, shout out! Razor Ray does beards too, and the hot towel.
Everything.
Hot towel. He does the rub down too in the back.
I don't know about that. You might have to go to Maryland for that. Hey, Maryland.
But that's our list right there. Check out all the spots to eat. Check out everything. First of all, shout out Razor Ray for hopping on. He's one of the guys that's a little more known and a little older than some of the guests we've had on, so he has more shit going on in his busier schedule. So the fact that he could work in some time to chat with us, that just goes to show you that's the guy you want
No problem, guys. I appreciate it too.
Honestly, hit him up. Check out his work. If I could not hype him up and just do 4 words or less to describe his haircut experience, you got knowledgeable, versatile, caring, and efficient. And when I say efficient, I don't mean it like he could just clean you up, give you a fade. Like some times you go to some random like super cuts or some random cut shop, and you pay the guy $15, he cuts your hair, quick fade. You can't even tell he cut it, and you feel like he just rushed you to get to the next guy in line. Razor Ray cut my hair in 25 minutes, and I'm like, is this guy done? I look in the mirror, and I'm like, he killed it. Bang. He's clean. He knows what he's doing. He's not just talking no BS. He wants to like hear what's good with you. He remembers you when you come in the shop, and he's got the vibe. So check his workout. Also, check out. We just posted the new merchandise that came in. We got the new shirts out. We got the hoodies coming, and the koozies and stickers are here Thursday. So check them out. Hit us up on all platforms, and definitely stay tuned. The guest list till February, from December till end of February, is posted on Twitter and YouTube and on Instagram. So check us out. Give us a follow. Check out Razor Ray. And that's really it, guys. Check us out next week. This is episode 5. Peace out.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Take care.